Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. It is sort of late, guys. I need to get to bed. It's actually not that late, but it is still a little late. It's 11:30 right now, a little after 11:45. I need to take a shower and get to bed. I actually have all my things ready though, so I can just go hop in the shower right after this. I did get to editing today. I didn't do like any editing over the weekend. I think Friday through Sunday. So I did get to some of that today. I did dishes and laundry, and then on top of that too, I woke up really late. I think I was just really beat from over this weekend doing all those projects, like Saturday doing all of the planting of all this stuff, and just a lot on Saturday, and then even a little bit on Friday too, but then, you know, and just being out in that heat too. I've just been exhausted, and finally then on, what was it, Saturday, we actually had the air conditioners put in, and then what was I gonna say, yesterday power washing the deck, which really was not that, like, I don't feel like it took that much out of me, but I think it was just another, you know, like another sort of project thing worth doing yesterday that did wind up tiring me out a little bit. And then on top of that too, guys, I don't know why, whenever I think I have to go and run the hose to the other end of the house, my arms, it is like doing, you guys know those like exercise ropes? That is like what it is with the hose, because I'm constantly getting it stuck on something. Actually, it is kind of cool though. We have one of those little, like, my mom got it when we literally first moved into the house, and we still have it. She actually, I think, had more than one, but one of the ones that we have is still in the same spot. Actually, so when we run the hose around the front of the house, it's like one of those little things that, like, is sort of like a little like circle grip thingy, so that it holds the hose so it runs along it, so that it doesn't like get into the flower bed, or like so that if you did it like along a house or whatever, it wouldn't like rub up against like your brick or your siding or whatever, and you wouldn't like wear the hose down over time. So it's like a little plastic like donut sort of looking thing a little bit, that just sort of like runs, so you can run the hose like around the outside of it, and it just spins along, sort of like a wheel a little bit, and it just has like the grooves in there. But like I said, we've had it since we've like first moved into the house, and we've had it in the same place because we run the hose from the one end of the house, which it's really dumb. Our hose is on the side of the house where our driveway is. What on earth would you need to water where your driveway is, right? Like, what kind of sense does that make? Like, it would make more sense if it was on the opposite side of the house, because at least there's grass over there, like any of that, even in the backyard. Like, then it would be a sort of a pain to have to run it all the way around to the front yard. But it just, like, I mean, I understand because of like where the piping is and everything like that, because I think it comes out like from our slop tub in our laundry room, you know, and the water hookup for the washing machine, so it's like right on the other side of that wall. But it just like sort of doesn't make sense. Like, what would you need to wash on your driveway on that side of your house? Like I said, you have to literally, we have to run the hose, like we have to have more than a 25-foot hose in either direction, because we can't even get it, like that is just almost how far it is from just getting it out of the driveway, because we have, the driveway runs the whole length of our house, and I think our house is, I don't know how many feet it is lengthwise. I did know this because I was looking up, just recently I got the like the plat survey, whatever it's called, back out of the upstairs, because me and my mom were looking at it for something, and yeah, it is, I just got out and I was like, oh yeah, it's, you know, that much. But still, like I said, you know, our 100-foot hose that we just got at Menards is actually like perfect. We still have some extra, and we can run it, because we had, I think, two, maybe either 225 or maybe two, or like a 50 and a 25 or something like that, foot hose, that were hooked up together, and they had a bunch of holes in them. We've had them for forever, but we had that run from, it wouldn't even reach all the way out to the parkway. So if we ever got a drought where we needed to go and water our, you know, grass out in the parkway, we couldn't run even a hose out there. And there were certain parts of our front lawn where we couldn't even get the hose out there either. But we had a separate hose too that we still have. We could have hooked it up and they had an even longer hose, which would have been okay. It just makes more sense to have a long 100-foot long hose instead of like a multiple of different lengths. And then on top of that too, if we have something set up in the front yard and then also in the backyard, because we do have like this spigot sort of that like it does like two off of it, so we have like that attachment for the hose also, so we can run it, you know, up one to the front yard and to the backyard at the same time. But you can't do that if you're running the entire length of the hose that you have just in one direction. We ended up watering the plants again today with our little soaker hose that's in the vegetable garden. So I want to make sure that, like, unless tomorrow it's supposed to thunderstorm, so we shouldn't have to tomorrow, but I want to try and make sure that every single day we do that, even if it's just for like a short period of time, just to get, like, even if it's like, oh, they're probably okay, like they probably have some water, you know, or the dirt's, you know, still, as long as it doesn't look like completely soaked and saturated, like muddy, I'll try and water them every single day, just because they should get some type of little drink. Obviously when it's really hot and, you know, it hasn't rained for a long time, it's gonna have to be more and longer and more often and all that kind of stuff. But you know, like, it's gonna thunderstorm, probably downpour tomorrow, we might not even need to water them then on Thursday. It just sort of depends. Oh my goodness, guys, I can't believe I did that. I knew there was something else I was forgetting to do today, and it was to get the I need to download stuff off of one of my memory cards, my SD cards, onto my flash drive, because I had no room left on them. So now, what, I only recorded 6 minutes, but it took me 10 minutes to get this stuff off of there and off of this one that I'm using now, so that I could finish this up. So yeah. Now it's just about midnight now. Anyways, though, I forgot what I was saying earlier, but I really felt like I was able to get a lot of stuff done this weekend, and it sort of made me feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say like inspired again, but like, you know, projects, we can get projects done, we can do all the things that we need to do. One of the really cool things too is that my dad just ended up ordering the stain. We got a 5-gallon bucket of the stain, because there's a lot of stuff that we have to stain. We have to stain the fence, all of the rest of our vegetable garden beds. There's was a couple other things. We're gonna stain the deck the same color. It's all with the like Way organic, like all natural like stain, which personally, guys, I think works really amazing. As long as we've had our garden beds, that's what we've been using. And like, because it won't leach anything into the soil or anything like that, because it is all like, you know, natural and everything. I love the color of it too. That's the same thing we used for the bird like sanctuary thing in the backyard too. I have to think too, there was a couple other things I know that we needed the stain for as well, but we're going to redo the deck in that same stain. But we needed like a 5-gallon bucket of it, which was not cheap, because again, we have to do the entire fence, so it's going to take an awful lot of stain to get all of that done. And hopefully we won't need any more, but the garden beds too, the raised beds that we are doing, is one of the other things that we also definitely need that for too. So we have that. Now that we have that, we can get working on a lot of that stuff too, and staining those beds as well, so that we can get them put in. Really excited about upcoming projects. One thing though is that my mom is having her surgery on Thursday, so I don't know how much actually we're going to be able to get done over this weekend. But yeah, like I said, you know, because most likely like her surgery will be on Thursday, and then like I don't know about what like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are gonna look like. Also too, I told you guys we ended up having like a like bug exterminator end up coming out, just so that they can like spray around, like they did like the eaves of the house for like wasps and, you know, that kind of stuff, and then also around at the bottom for like ants and everything like that. So and originally we thought they might have to come inside, so we needed to get this stuff in the closet taken care of. That was actually a project that my dad sort of ended up finishing working on this weekend. But as far as that, I'll show you guys that probably actually once we have it totally finished, because it's not totally finished yet. It's just a piece of wood that's sort of on wheels right now. That was another thing that has to be stained. Anyways though, or maybe painted. I don't know what we're actually doing. Because of that, my dad, who also only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, I guess because he had to work somewhere, I think not too far away, but he had to be up really early or something like that, or maybe it was the opposite. It was like he had to work further away, so he had to be up earlier. But he had like 4 hours of sleep, so he was like, can we go to the grocery stores tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, but we have to go tomorrow, so we're gonna go to Valley Produce and Caputo's tomorrow, because that's the last day of the sales for that week, and then we have pretty much next week's sales start on Wednesday. And we might wind up going on like Thursday or something like that. Like Matthew might be able to take me, or maybe not on Thursday because that's my mom's surgery. Maybe on Friday, or Matthew can take me or something like that. So anyways though, yeah, that's why we didn't end up going today, but we'll again probably wind up going tomorrow. But also because, like I said, the exterminator bug guy was coming out today, and so my dad had to be here for that, because my mom also had errands that she had to run earlier today too, like doctor's appointment things and stuff like that. So that is, like I said guys, been our crazy sort of all the stuff that has been going on today, and then, you know, like I said, the rest of this week as well. But anyways guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.